Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is a daily close for Bitcoin and to see where are we and where we might head. Of course, with this pullback for Bitcoin today, it's nice to see it, but yeah, I would say it's cool because we got a wave 3 and we are in double 1-2 here, and wave 3 has been unfolding, of course, the long day. And currently we are testing, of course, a wave 4 and a 5 there. However, we gotta be careful, of course. It still can be an ABC at the end, of course, extended wave C, in case that this is going to unfold somehow like that and start to see a weakness again, of course, to invalidate. Now, currently on the micro level, the invalidation is around the $66K, $760, which is, of course, the invalidation of this impulse, which is the wave 3. So if the wave 4 will continue somehow impulsively toward the downside as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, it might be, of course, this is our invalidation. On the 5-minute chart, we can see something here as, yeah, you cannot call it an impulse because it looks like double 1-2, but you have only 1-4-5. What is the second 4-5? So basically, it still can be an ABC here, zigzag as extended wave C, and we're looking for something as a wave 5. So highest possibility, of course, to continue for higher. However, I'm not yet confirmed here that we are bullish. Yeah, unless we finish the impulse. So once we finish this impulse in double 1-2 perfectly, of course, and passing the test here for wave C, meaning removing the possibility for wave C, then, of course, I want to see the 3 waves down for wave 2. And then, okay, the possibility here, if we got a correction, especially if it is corrective, that would be great because this is an opportunity here, of course, where, of course, for me, it might be a good opportunity for an entry, knowing that a confirmation even would be much better to take the high. Meaning 5 ways up, 3 ways down, taking the high. Of course, that would be a great confirmation, of course, for something bullish, but the opportunity will be there, of course, in case we have finished a perfect impulse and not just a wave C, because this, of course, will higher the risk. Even if we drop down correctively, it might turn into something as leading diagonal and so on. So it keeps somehow, of course, the possibility a little bit low, but basically, I would say right now everything working well for the bullish in case something bullish is unfolding, but I would like to see this pattern as 4545, and then of course a correction, and then of course we might claim here something to push for higher. Of course, we want to take the 0.38 minimum requirement here and testing the area, and if we start to see a signal of strength, then this might be it, of course, our opportunity here for something bullish. And yes, there is a likely bottom here that we might have finished, as today I mentioned this already in the daily. Finished, of course, W and X and a wave Y here. The wave Y also is a sharp zigzag. Both W and the wave Y are matching, I would say. They are looking great together, so they are not so far as an aggressive zigzag wave C. Both are extended wave C, so that is a good matching, I would say. And of course, it higher the possibility, I would say, as well as W, X, and Y. The only fear here is only in case that we get something extended. Of course, this transform to something as an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it can be, of course, something therefore, yeah, bearish. We're gonna be careful. If this turns into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is gonna be bearish in double 1-2, guys. Again, this cannot be a wave 3. It's an expanding diagonal. Wave 4 intervening, not allowed to be expanding diagonals. Therefore, double 1-2, wave 3, but we need, of course, wave 4 and a 5. Now, internally, also on the micro level, well, you can still have an extended wave 5 here. So in case that this is like several 1-2 here, wave 3, 4, and a 5, and then getting another 4 and a 5. But actually, I would feel very comfortable if at least we take this invalidation there. Yeah, so within the 2 wave 5 invalidation of bearish. Because if this is a kind of like a 1-2 there, It can be, of course, that if you take the 4545 and we take the invalidation, that will make me feel much more comfortable, honestly. Yeah, especially if we finish double 45, we take invalidation, then okay, 0.38, good opportunity for an entry and then pushing for higher. So this is what I'm looking for in a Bitcoin right now. Of course, we'll see, guys. So preferably, of course, to continue towards the upside and breaking the wave C scenario. In this case, therefore, yeah, we might have a bottom here for Bitcoin in potential wave 1, 2, in case we are, of course, retracing. And I'm expecting this again. I'm going to remind you, sorry, guys, I'm going to remind you a little bit with the all-time history here very fast, because on the all-time history here we are looking at a finished, I'm gonna do it fast, not going deeper into it. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 finished wave 1 and wave 2, and we're looking for wave 3. The last bull run here is a wave 1 then finished over there. Let's say it is finished there, the wave 5 is finished there because the ABC invalidated, right? We went deeper and we took a WXNY here. So I am looking already for this area on the all-time history. So that's why I am a little bit bullish since the morning, of course, within the low that we start. And I mentioned, of course, we might see, of course, something toward the upside. So WXNY has been reached our target perfectly as expected here. And because it is a wave 3 here, and this is your wave 3 over 3. Yeah, so it is the wave 3 over 3 right now, what we are expecting. Always when this happens, the wave 2 is shallow, especially with Bitcoin. It's a characteristic from Bitcoin, of course, as per my experience with Bitcoin since years. And when we are in wave 3 over 3, that means, of course, wave 2 will be shallow. Okay, 0.38, 0.5, and there we are. And it might push toward the upside. Okay, so very, very likely that we might have bottomed, and we might, of course, launch here our bull run towards the 200K. But of course, we're gonna take it step by step. I'm not a moon boy. Of course, I'm gonna wait for the confirmation from the micro to the 4 hours daily chart, and of course to the macro level. But very important that the micro level confirms for us a pure impulse here, and then wave 2. And then, of course, breaking the high, that would be a cherry on the top. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.